Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today, we're diving into Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant by Robert T. Kiyosaki, a powerful guide for anyone wanting to understand the different ways to earn income and build wealth. This follow-up to Rich Dad, Poor Dad reveals a new way to think about financial freedom by understanding the 4 quadrants where people earn their money. Let's dive into Kiyosaki's insights, so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. Kiyosaki begins by introducing the concept of the Cashflow Quadrant, which divides income earners into 4 categories: employees, self-employed, business owners, and investors. Each quadrant represents a different approach to work and wealth. Employees exchange time for money, relying on a paycheck and job security. Self-employed individuals, like freelancers or small business owners, own their jobs but often work long hours, still exchanging time for income. Business owners, however, build systems that generate income, allowing them to step back while their businesses continue to run. Investors make money work for them, generating passive income through assets like stocks, real estate, and other investments. Kiyosaki emphasizes that true financial freedom comes from moving out of the employee and self-employed quadrants, where income is limited by time, and into the business owner and investor quadrants, where wealth can grow independently of hours worked. This shift, however, requires a change in mindset. He encourages readers to think like business owners and investors, developing financial literacy, learning to spot opportunities, and building assets rather than just accumulating paychecks. One of the central messages of Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant is the idea of financial independence through the acquisition of assets. Kiyosaki believes that many people are stuck in the employee and self-employed quadrants because they lack the knowledge and confidence to invest in assets. Assets, as he defines them, are anything that puts money in your pocket without requiring you to actively work for it. Think rental properties, stocks, or businesses that generate income. Liabilities, on the other hand, are things that take money out of your pocket, like personal homes or consumer debt. Kiyosaki's approach challenges the traditional advice of working for a steady paycheck and saving for retirement, advocating instead for building assets that can provide financial security sooner. Throughout the book, Kiyosaki shares insights into the mindset shift required to transition from employee to business owner or investor. He explains that moving into the B and I quadrants involves embracing risk, developing financial literacy, and sometimes stepping out of comfort zones. For many, the hardest part is moving beyond the fear of losing money. Kiyosaki argues that financial education helps overcome this fear, as people learn to analyze investments, assess risk, and make informed decisions. One major focus in Cashflow Quadrant is the concept of good debt versus bad debt. While traditional advice often encourages avoiding debt, Kiyosaki explains that savvy investors use debt as leverage to acquire assets that generate cash flow. For example, taking on a mortgage to buy a rental property that brings in income can be a form of good debt, as long as the asset's income exceeds the debt payments. This use of debt contrasts with taking on credit card debt or loans to buy consumer goods, which he considers bad debt, since it drains income without providing any return. Kiyosaki also addresses the importance of building a strong foundation for financial security. He encourages readers to start with self-education, studying topics like tax laws, business, and investing. By improving financial literacy, readers can better understand how to reduce taxes, protect assets, and increase earnings. He suggests reading books, attending seminars, and learning from mentors who can provide valuable guidance. This foundation, he argues, allows people to approach the B and I quadrants with knowledge and confidence. Another crucial theme is the power of systems in generating wealth. Kiyosaki explains that successful business owners create systems that can operate independently. These systems allow business owners to step away while their business continues to generate income, freeing up time to pursue other ventures or investments. He describes this as building a money machine, a system that provides continuous income without requiring constant hands-on work. This is a key step in moving from the employee mindset of trading hours for dollars to a mindset focused on passive income. In the investor quadrant, Kiyosaki explains how smart investments create financial independence by generating passive income. He encourages readers to think like investors, learning to evaluate assets and focusing on cash flow rather than short-term gains. This mindset, combined with financial education and disciplined investing, can lead to long-term wealth and the freedom to live without relying on a job. His advice on investing includes understanding market cycles, finding undervalued assets, and knowing when to buy or sell. The book's message is ultimately one of empowerment. Kiyosaki believes anyone can move from the left side of the quadrant to the right side with the right mindset and education. He invites readers to take control of their financial future, challenging conventional beliefs about work, income, and security. Rather than depending on an employer or a traditional career, Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant encourages readers to build streams of income that can create lasting security and freedom. Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant is a roadmap for shifting away from dependence on a paycheck and toward building wealth through business and investment. Kiyosaki's insights offer a powerful perspective on how to achieve financial independence by changing how we think about money and opportunity. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.